Ghana for our portrait, ya, say then, Kenya emrenim for when a quarter war emrenimo, potokas emu, yakase a lawyer for, and Timiniano, Mumian for immigration in seminar, and could die one more. Wisemart Solicitors, Wisemart Solicitors, emrenimo could draw for Wisemart Solicitors. So what's now, Ombe Bwama Saka on Krata, Naswedi Dronsua, a Yomokokra, a banini passitnemu, any ejumemun sendia, Omudimuakotenepa, Omuomre, the many pebia. Wisemart Solicitors
always puts our clients' needs first. We specialize in all UK visa applications, detention and deportation cases, student and work points-based work permit applications from both UK and abroad.
Wisemart Solicitors also deals with
immigration law, family law, employment law, civil litigation, Ghanaian customary law, commissioner of oath,
long residence and human rights applications outside the immigration rules. Don't wait till last minute. Wisemart Solicitors. For enquiries, call 02080 165 384. Mobile 07946 772 439. Call our 24/7 line on 07931 411 042. Address 8 to 9 Print House, 18 to 22 Ashwin Street, Dalston, E8 3DL. Overground stations are Dalston Junction or Dalston Kingsland. For buses, 67, 76, 149, 242 and 243. Wisemart Solicitors. For how be dying. Now be unse. Aini fuchiniye ebidi de biye.
Atrema kasa toto emfashema erade kaso na manya
Ghana for our portrait ya say then Kenya emrenim fo a when akwada wo emrenimo potokas emu yakase a lawyer for entimini no mumiyam for immigration in seminar and could die one more. Wisemart Solicitors, Wisemart Solicitors, emrenim akuku draw for Wisemart Solicitors. So what's na hache ombe bua wo ma saka won krata na so wedi edron so a eyomukokokra e ba ni pasitnemu ani ejumemu nsembia omudimu akotene pa omuomre di many pebia. Wisemart Solicitors
always puts our clients' needs first. We specialize in all UK visa applications, detention and deportation cases, student and work points-based work permit applications from both UK and abroad.
Wisemart Solicitors also deals with
immigration law, family law, employment law, civil litigation, Ghanaian customary law, commissioner of oath,
long residence and human rights applications outside the immigration rules. Don't wait till last minute. Wisemart Solicitors. For enquiries, call 02080 165 384. Mobile 07946 772 439. Call our 24/7 line on 07931 411 042. Address 8 to 9 Print House, 18 to 22 Ashwin Street, Dalston, E8 3DL. Overground stations are Dalston Junction or Dalston Kingsland. For buses, 67, 76, 149, 242 and 243. Wisemart Solicitors. For how be dying. Now be unse. Aini fuchiniye ebidi de biye. Atrema kasa toto emfashema erade kaso na manya Ghana for our portrait ya say then Kenya emrenim fo a when akwada wo emrenimo potokas emu yakase a lawyer for entimini no mumiyam for immigration in seminar and could die one more. Wisemart Solicitors, Wisemart Solicitors, emrenim akuku draw for Wisemart Solicitors. So what's na hache ombe bua wo ma saka won krata na so wedi edron so a eyomukokokra e ba ni pasitnemu ani ejumemu nsembia omudimu akotene pa omuomre di many pebia. Wisemart Solicitors
always puts our clients' needs first. We specialize in all UK visa applications, detention and deportation cases, student and work points-based work permit applications from both UK and abroad.
Wisemart Solicitors also deals with
immigration law, family law, employment law, civil litigation, Ghanaian customary law, commissioner of oath,
long residence and human rights applications outside the immigration rules. Don't wait till last minute. Wisemart Solicitors. For enquiries, call 02080 165 384. Mobile 07946 772 439. Call our 24/7 line on 07931 411 042. Address 8 to 9 Print House, 18 to 22 Ashwin Street, Dalston, E8 3DL. Overground stations are Dalston Junction or Dalston Kingsland. For buses, 67, 76, 149, 242, and 243. Wisemart Solicitors. How be dying. Now be unse. I fuchinie ebidi de bie.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to Legal Matters. I believe you are well wherever you are and whatever time you have now, whether you are watching this video originally or you are watching after the match. I want to welcome you. This is Legal Matters. We have some legal updates that we want to bring to your attention very quickly. This program is going to last just about half an hour because I know today is a football day. So I'll just bring I was going to say the man of God on. Yes. I'm going to bring Lawyer Wisdom on and then we will crack on. Lawyer Wisdom, welcome to Legal Matters. I believe you are well. How is the family, job, profession, everything?
I'm good, thank you, DJ KB. I am very well. How are you too?
By His grace, I'm doing great as well. So today, I learned there are some updates, legal updates that you want to share with Ghanaians in the UK. So, Lawyer, today you will do all the talking. So let's hear you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Good evening, T4 and all our listeners, watchers. Good evening. I know today is England Football Day. We are praying and hoping and wishing them all the best. In fact, we are wishing all of us all the best because say we need a chrono we de kakra say here Lucia and too quiet and we pray say omama chrono why de America na yanga ya e we need sana ya na bi ene nso ne bibia san okrom the pubs are filled up and then everything is it's oh my dear, it looks like they have scored, have they? Okay, I hope not. Yes, yes, it looks like they have. It looks like Netherlands has, but anyway, let's go on and
yes, sir.
We don't get distracted.
Right.
Right. So and then I just want to give some few updates in terms of oh yes, few updates in terms of what is going on right now. The first one is the e-visa. We spoke about this some time ago. The e-visa.
Yes.
With the e-visa, what it means is if those of us who have biometric residence card or permit, you will see that the expiry date is the card expiry date is the 31st of December, 2024. But it doesn't mean your leave is actually expiring on that day. It only means that the card is expiring on that date. So what it then means is you all have to update or upgrade our leave to the electronic visa. When we talk about e-visa, all it means is electronic visa.
Okay.
And with the electronic visa, it also means that very soon we will be able to show or prove our right to remain in the UK without having to hold any physical documents. So you don't need a card or you don't need a biometric residence permit to prove that you are here legally. All you need is the electronic one to prove that you are here or UK legally. So that is the electronic visa. Now with electronic visa, no, obia entimi for obi bibi enkoye bibi because se ukope ejuma eye wa usi ade ne ye wodi no una we generate share code no una esese Would they echo una as a song showing? And now with the EVs and now, yes, a saying no. Near air concern is yeah, would you card, you must scan it card no front and back. You scan it card near we are. Now you must scan it when your face will be scanned. And then a way and also now we take a picture of you and then upload. And now we show a friend of the identity documentation or identity verification. Now,
Okay.
yes, can you remember area near try me picture, may upload it to the system. Semi page juma, that's the employer edit scanner at home, which is been formatted to respond to the Home Office formatting system now. So maybe ko jina ho na me a ampa ebe ready it will scan my face na I don't know eventually say me ampa then I can go into my office to work also. Nti yen a ye tu kwan na your British passport no so utu kwan na say oh ba British passport na wo no wo de betu scanner ne so na scanner no have to read your face or it will scan your face now say ye wo na enwa abia ma that you can go. The same system now almost adopted, they are adopting the same system where once your face is scanned, you'll be able to go in and out without having any problems. So, Sir Ukra biometric residence card now, you have to do the visa. If you have the biometric residence permit, you have to do the e-visa. Until last time, no visa me said, now me e-visa, again, it's me but 2 may then actually say me was sitting. Everything is going to be on the system. And very soon, we did say NJB, what is going to happen is say over 2 it's the same way you're able to generate a share code for your employer. I believe you'll be able to generate a share code for travel. So that will be part of the travel system where you can generate a share code to show say you have the right to be in the UK. And on that basis, over to media 2 So categories of people who can use the share code. I'll go to that later. But
Okay.
not the share code, but the e-visa. So you have these are the people who can do the e-visa. We are British citizen, and you should not do the e-visa because it's not required. You are a British citizen. You can still use your passport to show that you are a British citizen. We are Irish national. What made you passport? I just said you are here lawfully and you don't need to do the e-visa. But the younger you biometric residence card, residence card, sitting under the EU law. Wono as I said, we are the e-visa now. And a younger you also you biometric residence permits. I just said you are sitting under the UK law now. As I said, we are the e-visa. So ultimate, if you read my lips, may see biometric residence card, and there's another one, biometric residence permit.
Permit. Yes.
And it's two separate things, but we have card and about we have permit.
Permit.
Only starts with biometric residence, but one ends with card and one ends with permit. Now,
Right.
once you hear card, that means it's another EU law. It's another EU law. But if you hear
Okay.
permits, that is another UK law. So that should be the distinguishing factor for anyone who wants to know whether they are still under the UK law or under the EU law. And Ukra biometric residence card, you have to do the e-visa unless otherwise the Home Office says you shouldn't. Ukra biometric residence permit, you do need to do the e-visa unless otherwise the Home Office says you don't have to do it. So that is very important. And a younger old style passport, the sticker, big net, is similar. You also have to do the biometric residence e-visa. So Ukra passport, almost stamp that down is similar. And now almost sticker as similar so was it now. Also, as I said, we have the e-visa. That will indicate that was it now from her. As I said, as I said, So that is it. These are the categories of people who have to do the e-visas. So we have residence card holders, residence permit holders, and of course, young Iowa endorsements such as indefinite leave to enter in our passports or the wet stamp in our passport. You are all supposed to do the e-visas. Very, very important. So that is for your information. Of course, my British citizens and Irish citizens don't have to. But younger, you walk the guy the right of abode. DJ KB, meaning so what's it, right of abode there? Right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
right?
And no, the Matic a crown said once I saw it once, but I don't know. Not a Obini passport.
Yes.
And when we say it, the Abuma says sticker.
Ah.
Inti hono mantia say na almost a right of abode to say or a citizen. So it wasn't a British passport, it was a Ghanaian passport, but then it had a sticker in it much so the right of abode. So that is what I know. Meaning if there is any different I know say I lawyer per se I almost penalty no almost share. All right. That is what I've heard, I've seen about the right of abode. No? So basically, my understanding is it is not a British passport, it's a Ghanaian passport or any other national, but then they put a sticker in it which says right of abode.
That is what it is. It only means Nepali British citizenship.
Okay.
When you see British passport, into a British citizenship, no, almost the same Ghana passport more at the manner.
Okay.
So obi eco naturalize it, not say your man registration naturalization certificate maybe. From the moment that you did naturalization certificate amount, what be a British citizen?
Okay.
Uber uses the British passport nanti. Would you Ghana passport to be now with stick and the same amount say you have the right of abode. Or more you don't have to. You don't have to do the e-visa now until later. Say Home Office for back say the right of abode now. We the e-visa now answer now. So that is it. So that is for the first thing I want to talk about. The second thing I'm interested in here. Second update. The Rwanda policy.
Update with the lawyer, I can do it. Update with the lawyer, I know. Sir, Stammer has with him. Now I didn't cry, it didn't take off. It was nipped in the bud.
Yes, it was dead on inception. It was dead before it was born. So yeah, okay, they say I'll say it is dead and buried. Those are the two very important. I'll say it's
dead and buried.
Which is so interesting. Not just dead, but it's also buried. So on that basis, say Yanga Yaba seeking asylum ewo krumha. And now we have the intention of seeking asylum, not say so because of the Rwanda policy, no, not because of that young seeking asylum. No. In that case, now that the our prime minister said it's the was crappy. Yes.
Yeah, the Rwanda bill.
Was crappy the Rwanda policy, no. It means that was seeking asylum. You are not going to be removed to Rwanda. You are not going to be removed to Rwanda.
Okay.
And that is a good one. In fact, Matisa, only 5 people have been removed to Rwanda so far. Besides all the monies that they have spent, all the possible hostels or whatever structures they've built in Rwanda, money. Thank God that the policy has been scrapped. In fact, it has been scrapped and washed with detergent.
Right. To be honest, I was surprised when I heard that policy. The first time I heard it, I was surprised. I said, what? You can't process your own, applications in your country.
Yes.
You want to send people over there paying millions of money.
Yes.
Anyways.
It's unfortunate. Sometimes, sometimes when people are enthusiastic and they want to impress or create the impression that they are working, sometimes they overdo things. And it comes back to bite. In fact, this case has been challenged, this policy has been challenged in the courts. It went all the way to the Supreme Court. But Prime Minister was bent on sending people away. He was bent on. Meanwhile, also,
Yeah,
if you,
and that is one thing. You
and
are an immigrant yourself.
well, yeah, an immigrant's child.
Yeah. I mean, your roots.
Yeah.
You are, so, anyways, now he's gone. So lawyer, let me ask this one. So those who are putting application for asylum,
Right.
what's going to happen?
Well, sir, if your asylum is already in the system, you will be taken through the process. Sir, the
In the
initial,
UK?
yes, the initial screening, then the main interview, then they'll do all the checking and all the processes. Sir, will be Omadim said you are eligible to be given asylum because you are running away or you are in fear of going back to the country you are from now, then Umbetimia process will
Oh,
your
okay.
and you'll be given the right to be in the UK. But of course, so process it doesn't mean everybody is going to be given asylum anyway. Process it now almost it doesn't hold water, it doesn't have the basis, it's not credible. You have nothing to support your claim. Not almost say, of course, then they may want to return you to the country from which you came and not necessarily take you to another country, not to Rwanda. Or I am sure Sir Labour would sit down because it was one of their pledges. Mejidi said they'll sit down, get brainstormers, get people who think deeply into these immigration issues and see what the alternatives or what the solution will be to this asylum process, which has been outstanding for a very, very long time.
I
And
think, lawyer, if I heard right, that is said, Keir Starmer said he's going to focus on chasing the criminal gangs who are, exporting, trafficking people
yes,
through there. But how feasible is that going to be?
oh, that is exactly what he said. So he is creating a border security command to tackle the channel crossing. And Okaya said the intention is to pursue, disrupt, and arrest the smuggling gangs. So
Okay.
create a border security command to tackle channel to tackle the channel crossing, and the intention is to pursue them, the smugglers, to disrupt their networks, and then to arrest the smugglers if possible. Now, it is possible. You see, there's a where there is a will, there is a way. Where there is a will, there is a way. So now that the Prime Minister has made it very clear, set or percent or tackle idea, megye sɛ ɔbɛsɛte up a committee and now ɔbɛsɛte up a department. They will brainstorm. Sometimes a BBC would be one won't hear but what's not say quietly. But would be one say ideas will be coming from different places, and you'll be amazed at the solutions that you get. And the Megiddo or setting up some task force or to set up some border security command to send they'll brainstorm and see how to tackle this. Is it possible to use drones to monitor from where the people are coming from to tackle? So you stop them at their gate, you stop them at their point of exit. And
Okay.
see if you can have posts, monitoring posts, satellites to monitor. So as soon as they are getting ready, you monitor and then you preemptively stop them in their waters. That can stop them coming. Because once they get into your waters, you have to be responsible for them. So it is possible that it can be proactively done. Just like Russia, Senia, America, Israel, they are able to pinpoint
Yeah, using the drones and satellite
exactly
imagery.
on suicide bomber and now this terrorist or
Yeah, car
at this particular point and monitor, and then they'll be able to pick that person out from
yeah, yeah, yeah.
the same mechanism. Sir, to me, I employed that device. they will be able to monitor and point to where before they depart from their point of exit, you quickly address it there.
I think even they can just go and wait because they know where they come from
They know
across
where.
the sea,
Yes,
the shores on the other side. Just
exactly.
deploy your troops there, and so as soon as they start to say no go, and anyway,
Yeah. The
hopefully,
same here, okay. Now, the same way we had a policy with Rwanda to take people there, why can't we have a policy with those countries that they bring their people from, that we have our men, checking the borders, checking the water, checking the coastline. So we
yeah,
will have our men there who will be checking the coastline. They are on duty there. They are not taking over the country, no, but they are or they work in association with your own men so that they can monitor and prevent the departure of those boats. I believe it can be done, especially if
yes, it can, lawyer. That is a brilliant idea, and let's say it will sort of give some employment to your people. You sort of recruit some of your local staff, train them, and say,
exactly.
well, we are helping you create jobs for your people.
Exactly. Exactly. The same way we send our expatriates, our diplomats to go and work in the embassies in other countries.
Yeah,
This you can send off your policemen, the border security, you train them, they go
right.
out and they will be able to, I'm sure, stop some of this. So I only hope that maybe somebody is listening to us. So that same strategy and device that they use in
Yeah.
pinpoint or picking out these terrorists and suicide bombers and things like that, they'll use the same device to pick out the boats that are about to depart from the shores, and then they can stop them from traveling out of this place. So it is possible, it is doable, it is possible, and I believe that all things being equal, uh, it should be done. It should be done. All right. So
Right.
that's the Rwanda policy is dead and buried. Dead and buried. Thank God it is actually dead and buried. And then another thing is Obinsu Ebisami said na £29,000 yedi abe said this £29,000. Is it possible for the government to reduce it or to stop it at the threshold that it is right now? Yes, we this is a new government, and so let's give them time to change or work out some of this policy. We can't expect that in a year they'll begin to change everything. And
Okay.
it's so yeah, mom time. It is possible, sir, they may not necessarily reduce the £29,000 downwards. If they will not reduce it, but it is also possible that they wouldn't increase. They may decide to just keep it at that threshold for some time
Okay.
because the intention of the just outset conservative government was to raise it from £29,000 to £35,000
Yeah.
and then to £38,000. How many people can earn that amount of money in a year? So it's possible again that this government will just keep it at the 29,000, but I can't be too sure, but I believe that it's possible they will keep it there now at least we can all work towards that. So generally, these are some of the things. And one last thing, one last update. I'm presenting to you here with younger, yeah, was skilled worker visa witness. Yeah, applications, the children to come in. The Home Office is refusing these applications, refusing all these applications for the children, particularly if the child is not for both parents. If you have a pana kowari obi and if anaa papa ne nkwa na ɛwɔ ha ɔpɛ sɛ ɔde ne ba ne ba ne abɔfra ne maame ɛnni ha biribi wɔ hɔ a yɛfrɛ no so responsibility because it is so difficult to prove sɛ wo nkwa na woyɛ responsible for abɔfra no nti the home office is more likely than not to refuse that application. Now nothing stops you from applying, but say you refuse na sɛ abɔfra no is maybe very young, don't you worry too much spending and wasting money sɛ ɛbɛyɛ a wobɛtumi atwɛn nyame wɔ adom woyɛ wɔ adwuma for 5 years na wonya wo indefinite a wobɛtumi akɔfa wo ba no aba na
Okay.
ɔno indefinite ɛde aba. So rather than throwing money after money after money after money away, I would say if the child is quite young, you must as well just wait. So 5 years time, oh, 18 years, and yet can crash wonya wo indefinite na Now wait to me but between now and then there are some homeworks you have to do. So speak to your lawyers, not only Joe, so that you can prove idea of so responsibility at the time now. One year is time this one. I'm going to start so responsibility now. Eddie, a very appeal. And DJ, I think I would.
Lawyer, that's a and this update is very, very timely and very, very important. We thank you very much for your service to the Ghanaian community in the UK. So, God willing, next week, same time, we will come your way again for another edition of Legal Matters. Have a good evening, sir.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. A tip for that, where am I? Yes. Oh, my word. Right.